Hey guys, welcome to the BMW M235i XDrive. It's all-wheel drive, and we are at GRIDLIFE. This is a crazy event, Gingerman Raceway. It's not just a car event. It's a time attack, an HPDE, a car show, a drift show, a concert, and it's basically like the Horizon Festival, but, you know, in real life. It is, as you can tell, it is pissing rain.
Huh?
What's up? I'm talking to camera. How you doing? Am I good?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Do some work.
Thanks.
Man.
It's pissing rain. We're going to go manual. We're going to go full traction off because we have all-wheel drive. And Gingerman Raceway is very, very slippery at the moment. So I figured it would be a good way to at least attempt to show off the all-wheel drive system if it is any good. This car is spec'd in a way that, let's just say, I wouldn't spec it. It has open differentials, it does not have nav, it has $1,000 worth of white leather and a backup camera, and that is about it. Now you can get, a little slop there on turn-in, you can get the LSD with XDrive. It's a dealer installed option. You got your corporate Turbo 6. And remember, I loved the manual version of this car that I drove recently. So on a very, there we go. Well, so a bunch of weird things happened there at once. It started to drift, but then the all-wheel drive started to, I don't know, it wasn't what I would call good. The thing about this car is I don't love it so far. I really liked the manual, and the auto is good. It's the ZF, it's 8-speed, it's responsive, it does what is asked of it. Man, it's slippery out here. Forgive me if my line isn't perfect. I've driven this track about 3 times today, and that's it. I do have Michelin Pilot Super Sports on this car, which is odd given that it doesn't have LSD. I'm not sure how it ended up spec'd like that. And in terms of gearing, in other cars I might be in second there. In this car I actually leave it in third, and I can use the torque a little better before running out of gear. I'm gonna brake very early for 11 because this braking zone was incredibly slick before. And again, normally I'd be in second for a corner like this. With the BMW, with the torque band, I'm leaving it in third. I got a lot of gears to play with here. So even though conventional wisdom says second gear, you actually do want to leave it in third when you've got 8 gears to work with. And whereas here, you go to second. Okay, things that I like. Well, it sounds good. The engine is good. Come on, you bastard. Am I in Sport Plus? I need to be in, I was in Sport. I need to be in Sport Plus. And then I need full traction off. Now it's fully off. That's what was happening. I turned traction control off, but I was in Sport, and now, yes, okay. The front axle behaves much, much better with everything off. It's really, really conservative with everything turned on. With it off, it actually does let you do your thing a bit. Come on, understeer, oversteer. Caught it. That wasn't pretty. The brakes are really big on this car. If you look at them, they're massive brakes, but the pedal, come on, rotate. The pedal is just not that firm. There's some understeer that come out of that bend. Yeah, second gear is too short. Third gear is the gear. May I just say that this event, despite the rain, is pretty cool. RJD2 performed last night. There's all kinds of different cars. The Midwest car culture, very different from LA, very cool, very nice people, very interesting cars. And we're gonna drive a couple of those cars as well. Come on. Brake test. There's the ABS engagement. Not bad, actually. Better under braking than it was. Just this fucking understeer. Come on. It just does not want to rotate. It could just be because there's no grip. And there's very little grip under braking there. Oh, come on. Look at that. Oof. It's plow, and then it finally does break the back loose, but like not when you want it to, and not really how you want it to. I don't like this car very much. I mean, I know these aren't great conditions, and it's a little nerve-wracking to try and drive under these conditions while talking, while evaluating. But it's not, come on. It's just not like predictable. It's not, I mean, even if this car was just rear wheel drive, it would be tail happy, but it would do it in a more predictable way. For 50 grand, this is about the opposite of how I would spec my M235. I would get navigation, the diff, and a manual gearbox, and that's about it. This one at 50 grand has the things I wouldn't spend my money on. Oh, look at this. And then it steps out, but then it comes back really fast because the front starts pulling, and so you can't like drift it. I think I'm catching a Saturn that I believe is a Lemons car, actually. Oh, that's a proper Lemons car. Look at that. Sheriff. Is that a black and white? Thank you for the point buy. Looks fun. Love a good Saturn. Yeah, braking at the 4 board here. If it was dry, I'd be braking at the 2. At the 4, it really just feels like the car has a problem deciding what it wants. Does it want to understeer? Does it want to oversteer? But if you get it to oversteer, it comes back. You can't hold the oversteer. It's just a frank snap. Even with everything fully off, which it absolutely is now. I have checked. You can't just like hang it. You want to hang it. Gearing is it's good on the highway, but on the track it seems like I'm always feel like I'm in the wrong gear. 3rd is most of the track, but I got it to slide a little more there. You got to be kind of drive it like you hate it, I guess is the appropriate term. Fast and Furious graphics, TSX. This is a neat little track though. I mean, it's great to practice on because there's nothing to hit, and that's always welcome. Nothing like coming to a brand new track in the rain and just seeing a wall. Uh-oh, there we go. I hit the brake and just, it slid. Eventually it caught right before I ran out of tarmac. But yeah, the automatic gearbox and the all-wheel drive do take a lot of the fun out of this car. I understand if you need an all-wheel drive car in the rain where you live, in the snow, I get it, but I don't think this is the one, man. There's a lot of options out there if what you really want is an all-wheel drive car. I don't, come on, go! It wants to go and then it wants to catch. I just can't figure out, what do you want? What do you want from me. I also do wish, come on, look at this. It's just not, like, predictable. Like, even the Z06, which I just drove, the new Z06, it was hairy because it was fast, and it wanted, the back end wanted to step out a lot, but it at least did it predictably. See, you'd think if you saw this video, you're probably gonna go, well, stop jerking the wheel. It does it. It pulls the back end, and I'm jerking the wheel as a response to that. I'm not, like, not holding the slide myself. It's just unhappy. It's unhappy with this. Where this car should absolutely shine is this situation here. Wet racetrack, this car should be really good, but sadly, it's a bit all over the map. It is possible, I might add, and I will admit this, that I'm just not driving it very well. Come on! It is possible I'm not driving it well. After all, the rain is sort of my weak point in racetracks. But I'm a little disappointed with the car. Rear-wheel drive, manual gearbox, limited slip differential, then you have a better version of an E46 M3. This, with the extra weight of the all-wheel drive, with the extra way that it moves power around, it's not a performance all-wheel drive system. It's a safety, you know, keep you alive all-wheel drive system. And you know, that's great for my mother, but my mother's not buying the M235i, is she? So I don't know. Either we need something here. We need something. Maybe it needs the diff. Maybe it needs something else. But whatever it has in this car, with the open diffs and the automatic gearbox and the all-wheel drive, is certainly not how I would spec this car out. Anyway, let's hope for some better weather tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then with another one take.